Good morning children. I am Nishi Arora. With me Pooja Pareva. Today we shall read Class 11 Subject English Textbook Snapshot Lesson 2 Summary The Address Part 1. Dear children, this story is written by Marga Minko. It is a very touching story of a girl who goes to take her mother's belongings after the war in Holland. We shall read about this in the summary. Okay, let's start. Summary. The story is divided into pre-war and post-war times when the war in Holland was not in its full fury. Mrs. Darling visited to Mrs. S. house frequently. Mrs. Darling was greedy in nature. Word meaning. प्री-वॉर युद्ध से पहले, पोस्ट वॉर युद्ध के बाद, फ्रीक्वेंटली बार बार, ग्रीडी लालची. Every time she found any precious things, she took it home with her. All her precious silver cutlery, antique plates and vases were taken away by Mrs. Darling. Word meaning. Precious, कीमती. Antique, प्राचीन. The precious things of Mrs. S were taken away by Mrs. Darling because she wanted to save all her nice things. Word meaning. सेव इकट्ठा करना, नाइस अच्छी. She suggested that they would lose everything if they had to leave the place. The narrator was Mrs. S. daughter. Word meaning. Suggest, सलाह. Lose, खोना. Leave, छोड़ना, नरेटर, वर्णन करने वाला। मिसेस एस ट्रस्टेड मिसेस डार्लिंग बट द नरेटर had no faith in her. They had to leave Holland for their safety. Word meaning: trust, विश्वास, safety, सुरक्षा. The war was over. Mrs. S, the narrator's mother, was dead. She had told earlier the address of Mrs. Darling. The address was 46 Marconi Street. Word meaning: earlier, पहले, address, पता. The narrator went on the given address. She went there to get her mother's belongings. Mrs. Darling opened the door. Word meaning: belongings, सामान. Open, खोलना. She was wearing the green knitted cardigan of the narrator's mother. Word meaning: wear, पहनना. knitted, बुना हुआ. कार्डिगन, ऊनी जैकेट. She saw that the narrator was looking at the cardigan. She half hid herself behind the door. Word meaning: half, आधा. Behind, पीछे. Door, दरवाजा. Her reaction: convinced the narrator that she was at right place. Mrs. Darling did not allow her to come inside. Her behavior was unfriendly. Word meaning: convince, यकीन दिलाना. allow, अनुमति देना. inside, अंदर. unfriendly, रूखा. She asked her to come at another time. On her second visit, Mrs. Darling was not at home. Her daughter welcomed the narrator. Word meaning: welcome, स्वागत. She showed her teapot with golden border the antique plate and silver cutlery with pride. Word meaning: teapot, केतली. Pride, गर्व से. She knew nothing about Mrs. S and how her mother got these nice things. If she knew it, she would not have shown them to her. Word meaning: nothing, कुछ नहीं. Show, दिखाना. The narrator understood that Mrs. Darling did not want to return them. The things had been lying in strange surroundings for years. Word meaning: return, वापस, year, वर्ष. So they had lost all their emotional value for the narrator. So she decided to forget the address and moved on. Word meaning: emotional, भावुक. Decide, निर्णय करना. Forget, भूलना. Move on, आगे बढ़ना. So dear children, we have completed this summary. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.